Toyota Crown sits squarely on its own crown as a majestic sedan from Toyota. It's called a crown because it wears a crown with a lot of pride. Sawa. So this car is one of the best units that you can get from Japan, and this car can easily go head to head with the likes of Mercedes-Benz. You can see that you have your Mercedes-Benz C180 and the other one is C200. If you want to see a review of those cars, you can go to my channel. So today here we have a Toyota Crown Athlete S, and there are two of them. Victor, you can show them the other one. So we have this black one, Toyota Crown Athlete S, and then we have the other pearl white. Now this one is the fully loaded Toyota Crown Athlete S, while this one is the entry level Toyota Crown Athlete S. So what is the difference? This one doesn't have leather seats, it doesn't have a sunroof, it doesn't have electric seats. But Victor, this one is now the fully loaded Toyota Crown Athlete S. This one has a roof. What do we call it? It has a sunroof, it has electric seats, and it has full leather seats. Okay, so the pricing for these cars is a little bit different. This one is 3.8 million because it has all those features, while this other one is 3.5 million. So it's up to you to decide which of these car would you go for. So, and I'll show you about this Mercedes-Benz a little bit. This one is 3.7 million shillings. That is the C180, while the C200 is 3.8 million shillings. So it's up to you to decide with your money which car are you going to buy. Okay, so let me show you briefly this Toyota Crown Athlete S. Now, let us talk about the power figures of this Toyota Crown Athlete S. And the first thing that we have to know is that this is a 2.5 liter Toyota Crown hybrid engine that is powered by a 2AR FSE engine. So talking about a hybrid version is that this car is more fuel efficient than your standard 2.5 liter Toyota Crown Athlete. From Mombasa to Malindi, okay, come after 4,000, it can take you to Nairobi, come back to Mombasa and go all the way to Malindi with 4,000 shillings only. And that is a very nice story. I'll tell you next time. Acha tuangalie the hybrid engine venye iko hapa, Victor. Yeah, so you have your hybrid synergy drive from Toyota. Being the hybrid version of this car, it is amazing. So watu wengine wapendangi hybrid, but personally I would say hybrid will save you in terms of fuel, yeah, and it has exceptional performance because it increases on the horsepower kidogo. Sawa. I am not sure with the horsepower figures of this car, but I believe it's a little bit more powerful than the standard 2.5 liter Toyota Crown. And if you are a petrol head, then you can go for the V6. We have a 3.5 liter V6 Toyota Crown that is a little bit more powerful. It has a lot of power from the engine. Sawa sawa. Pause. Yeah, the 3.5 liter petrol V6 is not very common because a lot of people usually don't go for those cars. As you know, also the Mark X has a 3.5 liter V6 that most people don't usually go for. That is specific for people who know what they are looking for and they are not worried about fuel economy. Now, the front side of this car is very, very sleek. Personally, I would say I would love the grille and the finishing of this car as compared to the one in Mercedes-Benz. Watu wengine wanasema Mercedes-Benz huko, but I think that's just a hype. Hii gari iko fit sana. It has a very long wheelbase, so which means the passenger and the driver have a lot of sitting space. Victor, kuja huko. Yes, make sure the lighting pale juu haita affect. Now, in terms of headlights, you have LED headlights. You have your projector headlights here. You have your daytime running lights. Huko anaona kweli? Kuja huko hapa mbele. Yes. So you have your projector headlight hapo, daytime running lights. Acha niwashe wacheki. So as you can see, you have your daytime running lights. They are very nice, easy, and to me they look spectacular. Of course, they have lines like the Mercedes-Benz, but personally I would say this is a good unit. You have your projector headlight there. You have your bulb turn signals that has a crown finishing on the inside. Down here you have your fog lights. Victor, sijui kama wajamaa wanaona fog lights hapo. You see you have a very nice looking fog light. You have a sensor also on the inside, something that you lack in the Mercedes-Benz. Unaangalia pale kwa Mercedes-Benz there is no fog light. Sawa. So kwa hii gari wamefikiria sana about giving you the fog lights. The front bumper looks amazing. You see this, it's quite fine. You have a very large grille inaanzia huku juu all the way to the lower section. Alafu you have a very nice looking emblem there that is blue, which means this one is a hybrid Toyota Crown. Sawa. I love the finishing by itself, inanikalia poa. It's nice. Sawa. Very nice and easy. On the side profile, we have these are fairly standard wheels. They are not off-roading wheels, but they sit on I don't know how many inch alloy wheels. These are 17-inch alloy wheels. 17-inch alloy wheels, which means you get very good ground clearance. But if you want a larger ground clearance, then you can go for the 19 or 18-inch alloy wheels. On this side, there is not a lot of features. I think the Crown went for subtle design. Of course, we see some small lines over here. Of course, on the top side, you have a little bit of lines. Then here on the side, you have your hybrid badging. Of course, that is standard in all cars that are hybrid. You have a side mirror here that is integrated with turn signals on it, and it makes the unit look nice. From the side profile, Victor, you can show them. You have the window frame is chrome plated. That's nice. Also, the door handle is partially fitted with chrome platings. It is a keyless entry, of course. I had the key a few minutes ago. Probably I left it. Okay, here is the key. Keyless entry, of course. Very nice, easy to use. You have a blind spot monitoring or lane departure warning assist on the side mirrors. Of course, it will show you while you are driving. The back side is okay. You can tell that this car is quite long because of the wheelbase. They put in mind that the passengers will need also to have a lot of boot space, of leg room and boot space in this unit. Sawa. And then here, Crown placed this strategic emblem here to remind you that you are always driving a Toyota Crown. Let us see the back side, how it looks like. Now, the back side of this Toyota Crown looks a little bit different from the back side of the other Toyota Crown. As you can see, this one here, we don't have a spoiler. And then on this one, you have a rear bumper that looks exactly as the other one. So I can say it's only the spoiler that makes it look a little bit different, but they are equally the same. Sawa. You have your spoiler over here. Very nice looking. Your hybrid emblem, chrome badging over here, Crown, and then it says Athlete S. The taillights look good. They look like the ones in the GTR. Personally love it. If you go for the standard Toyota Crown, was Conazileza lines. So these ones look good to me. At the back side, you have a number of sensors, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the back side, you have this bumper here. Of course, it is plastic with the plastic chrome finishing here and some reflectors here at the lower section. Now, on the top part of this car, we have some things. You have your brake lights there and a back viewing dash cam. Okay, I don't know if we should call it dash cam or what, because it is facing the back side. Okay, now Victor, show them the top side of this car. As you can see from here, the car is not very tall. It is almost to my shoulder length, something like that. On the top side, you have a sunroof. It is not panoramic, so means the front side passengers are the ones that are going to enjoy the sunroof feature. Now I'll take you to the inside and see what happens there. This is the key fob. I'll guess we'll have to access the interior and see what we have. Sawa. Now let us get into the interior of this vehicle and see what are some of the features that we get here. Right here we have a very nice, amazing door. In the Toyota Crown, you have a lot of leather because by now we are very much accustomed to the other Toyota cars that usually use a lot of plastic on the inside part of their cars. But on this Crown, you have a lot of leather finishing. You have leather here that is very well stitched. Your armrest also is made up of leather with very nice stitches over here. This part also is made up of leather. The other cars usually use a lot of plastic here. Controls for your door. Space here where you can put 1 or 2 things for you. Then on the lower section you have storage space, but I think this one is very small. You can only accommodate maybe 1 water bottle, and that would be the smaller water bottles. On the lower side you have your speaker here, which means when you're inside here, no issues at all. Yeah, infotainment system will be very, very loud. You'll open your tailgate from this section here, so just like the Mercedes-Benz have the buttons somewhere here. Okay, let us go in. This is the first impression that you get once you walk into the interior part of this Toyota Crown. So we have this leather steering wheel here, but we are accustomed to people using the leather covers on the steering wheel. But to me, this one looks a little bit huge. Holding the steering wheel is a little bit hard, and it tends to slip, especially when it is leather material. Okay, you have your push to start button over here, controls for your side mirrors. Then you have wood trim finishing on the inside part. Sawa. On the lower section you have a fuel fuel cap opener. Then I don't know what button this one is for. Yeah, you have your ETC card. If you're going to use what do we call it, the super highway, you'll have to place your ETC card there in case if you want to get stopped by the toll controllers. If you want to open your bonnet, this is your button right here. Very nice and easy. Sawa, angalia hapa. Why is it dark? The steering wheel is amazing. You have a number of features. These are steering wheel controls, lane departure assist here, pre-collision monitoring system, your Crown emblem, more controls for the infotainment system on the left side of this steering wheel. Okay, it also comes with the, what do we call it, cruise control setup on this unit here. More controls for your headlamp washers, the windscreen, sorry. And then you have this one for your headlights. Okay, so let me switch on the display and see what we get on the inside part of this vehicle here. So on the inside part you get a number of notifications. On the left side there you see your parking and a number of notifications there. So as soon as you put the car in drive, all those notifications are supposed to go away, apart from the electric parking brake. So if you read it, then that one will also go away. Okay, you have your EV mode charge over there. You can see it's charging when you're driving. It can show you when you are on eco mode or power mode. But if you want to drive very, very fast, then it will have to go all the way to power mode. You have your notifications that will show up on this section here. As you can see, you have your eco mode. You have a lane departure warning there. Headlight controls ziko hapa. It will show you also that your daytime running lights are on or your parking lights are on, and also it will show you that one of you is not putting on a safety belt. On the other side, the speedometer shows you the top speed here is 180 kilometers per hour. The fuel gauge is also there. This one is almost full, mtu wangu, so iko na mafuta bro. A number of notifications for your battery, engine, driving on slippery road, and ABS, anti-lock brake system, yote inaonyeshea hapo. Sawa sawa. When it comes to the infotainment system, iko hapa. This is a very nice looking infotainment system, but now the problem is that it is in Japanese. So when it is in Japanese, huwezi jua hata menu iko hapi. I can't even tell where is the menu on this infotainment system because it is still in the standard language, yeah, Japanese. If you want to use your AC, very nice. You have this fully touchscreen AC right here. Writings that are in Japanese with the hazard button. Of course, I think this is standard. Hata kama itakuwa in Japanese, we still know it's a hazard button. Tune control button here. These are volume and power button. So, yeah, you can switch it on using this button here or switch it on. On the inside part, you have this leather pad here. for your knees kama wewe ni mtu mrefu, but for me I don't really need to use it. Here at the center you have this wood trim here. You have your slot for your DVD, and then more slots for your SD card over there. I don't know if we're still using that. Alafu hapo we have a storage space with some USB slots and a 12 volt output on the inside. Sawa. Yes, now we have a very nice looking gear lever that has a wood trim, and also it has leather finishing on it. Cup holders on this side here. It's even closer to the passenger than to the driver. Sawa. Then this other pad here is left free. Gear lever yake iko fiti, naangalia uko on a parking, reverse, neutral, drive. Then we have I don't know what the S and the S plus means. Katikati hapa uko na armrest made up of leather, kazuri sana. Yeah, you can open it from this side. Huko ndani unapata a tray and a 12 volt output on the inside. Sawa. Yeah, so it also opens from the passenger side. So those of you who are sitting on the front side can control these what do we call it, armrest over here. The dash is good. Kuna tu speaker kadhaa hapa, kuna tu air vents. Then on this side you have this material here that is not exactly leather but feels like leather. Naangalia iko na some very nice stitching over here. Wood trims there, brush chrome strip on the inside. Then you have your glove compartment that is very, very large. Sawa. When you come to the seating, you have these leather seats here that has two accents. You have full leather on the outside, then you have these ultra suede, it's an Alcantara on the inside part of this car. This is for easy ventilation and cooling. Sawa. But here at the center you have this finishing ya leather kidogo to add on the style. Now the passenger mwenye amekaa pale nyuma akifeel umemfinya sana, yeye atasongesha kiti yako akwambie bro move out the way. Unatufinya, why? Because of why. So you have controls for your seats from this side so that the backside passenger can get to control this seat for you. Sawa. But the driver haiko, which means the driver haizi songesha na mtu yote. It's on his own discretion kuamua kama anataka kusongeshewa kiti yake. Sawa. Yeah. On the top side you have this digital rear view mirror, of course. Alafu huko juu you have your interior lightings. These are interior lightings. Unaangalia venye ziko fiti. They are made up of LEDs. You can open your sunroof and close it using these buttons here. So sunroof yako iko fiti sana. Iko hapa. Watu wa sunroof, rest assured your sunroof is here. Unaweza kafunga, unaangalia venye kako. You don't know what is happening with the sunroof, but the sunroof is okay. Kuna place ya kujishikilia hapo in case kama driver anataka kuwapeleka mbio sana. And then here you have your dash cam. So you just have to put an SD card and your dash cam will be ready to move. Okay? Sawa. The back side is spacious enough for any kind of passenger. If you are tall, you have long legs, you have a long neck, this space is very, very much accommodating. Leather trims, leather over here. You have a very nice looking speakers, pockets to store your stuff. Then you have these leather seats here that are very nice. As you can see, you have these lumbar supports for you. So I think these are very comfortable seats. As you can see here, you have a lot of leg room, and I believe also I have a lot of headroom. You have an headrest. 1, 2, 3. You have 3 headrests on this car for your back passengers, which means all the 3 passengers will be comfortable inside this vehicle here. You have a center seat here that you can pull it away and turn it into cup holders. It doesn't look futuristic, but it is simple and easy as you might like. Nasongesha nyuma, you get space for an extra passenger. Then you have these leather seats that has Alcantara finishing here at the center. Hapa kidogo you have air vents for the back passengers. Pia na watapata kabaridi kidogo, but they'll be limited only to getting the air. They are not be able to control the AC in this unit. So very nice looking. You know what runs inside there. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. Sawa. So guys, I think it has been an awesome review of this Toyota Crown Athlete S. If you want this one, you said the price is 3.8 million, and if you want the other one, the price is 3.5 million. But when it comes to legroom, headroom, standard. Infotainment system, standard. Hybrid engine, standard. There are no differences hapo ndani, sawa. So thank you so much guys, make sure you subscribe the channel, watch this video at the end for more content. See you in the next one and thank you so much.